I think a lot of people mess up by looking outside of themselves for encouragement, for validation, to see, am I doing it right, guys? Am I doing it right? No, that's not where the magic is. I think it's our responsibility to be strong enough, to be true, be strong enough to give the best you have. What they do with it is up to them. Their judgments of it is between them, because we don't often see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So they'll see in you what they're looking for or what they are. So you just keep being true. You just keep giving to the best of your ability. Maybe one day people will see you, maybe one day they won't. But so you can look in the mirror, you give your best, and that starts underneath the streetlights, up in the weight room. Give your best every day. The luxury of experiencing that sorrow already when I got blown up in Iraq. Worst thing about it was thinking I'm gonna die at 19 years old and I ain't even lived my life yet, and I ain't even go hard yet, you know? So what I'm saying is, take a look at yourself today and be like, yo, you know, am I hiding or am I really getting after this thing? Because I tell you, the deepest sorrow I ever felt was when I felt like I died in Iraq after getting blown up, and I was like, yo, I haven't even tried yet, you know? I'm busy running around here thinking I'm cool because I'm a Marine. Like, I haven't even really ever lived my life deliberately yet. I don't want you to experience that when you're dying, because we're all gonna be dying in like the next 10 minutes, you know? So do everything you can with what we've been given. Make these videos because I love you guys. So many people are hiding, you know what I'm saying? They're hiding behind their stuff, hiding behind their money, their mommy, their daddy, their job, their car, their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their followers. We're all gonna be found out one day. We're all sitting here. We're gonna be naked in front of ourselves, our God, the world. Who you are is gonna be revealed. It's revealed slowly to you during the journey of your life, depending on how you choose to live your life. But on that day, what's gonna be found out, you know? Did you die with everything left inside of you? Did you never really become who you were designed to be? Today is victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is victory over lesser men. Shinran Miyamoto Musashi, the greatest swordsman to ever live. That's one of my favorite quotes, man. Today is victory over the self of yesterday. Tomorrow is victory over lesser men. Hopefully not, but if it's victory over another man, hopefully it's because the confrontation has to do with good versus evil, order versus chaos. I think one of the things that separates a lot of people is what they're willing to do for what it is they want, right? So I get a lot of people that I listen to them talk about what it is they want, you know, and I'm like, cool. And this especially used to happen when I did life coaching for a while, and I listened to it and I'm like, all right, cool. You know, you can have that, right? And I just mentioned waking up earlier in the morning. It's like the light's too bright, you know, they're just like, you know, and I'm like, yeah, if you woke up, you know, 2-3 hours earlier, you have 2-3 hours more added up over the course of a year. It's like, you really would get all those things done. You really would live a higher quality life, because you really would be less stressed, and you really would achieve all these dreams that would help your self-esteem and all these different things. And it's like working out. And you gotta become formidable, because sheep don't kill dragons. Sheep don't kill dragons. When God wants to get something done on the planet, he sends a man or he sends a woman. And it's usually a person who's been faithful with what they've been given. David said, I killed the lion, I've killed the bear, I'm gonna kill this dragon. Be faithful with what you're given. And then you'll find that good luck seems to take place when proper planning meets opportunity by the grace of God. The journey to becoming a better version of yourself, you're creating yourself, you're defining yourself, you're learning about yourself as you continue on the path, right? You struggle. You can't let the struggle change your name. You can't let the titles people put on you. You can't let your failure, you can't let the scars, never let a struggle define who you are, but realize that the struggles you overcome will help you define who you are. Who would David be without Goliath? Who would we be without our challenges? Pain is providence. Pain, challenge is the tool God uses to help us rise above. And as Jordan Peterson would say, you've got to become formidable. That's what defining yourself and learning yourself and working on yourself is truly all about. You've got to become formidable, and you've got to become a monster in many ways. You've got to become powerful in many ways. And then what separates us all is what we choose to do with the power once we acquire it. And that's why I say you've got to keep your heart pure on the journey, because success is an amplifier of who you truly are on the inside. Money is an amplifier. So once you acquire the ability, once you acquire the power, what separates us is our hearts, which is the decision, ultimately, to use that power for good or for evil. And that's every man's decision. But first, become formidable, so you're not just a victim. I don't believe we were just created to just exist here, you know? I believe you were sent here with a mission. I've been sent here with a mission. And honestly, you ain't gonna feel alive until you start living that thing, until you start executing on that mission. You're gonna know that you're just existing. Existing, surviving is like a slow death. Half of the time under the weight is just me trying to get myself strong enough to be able to do what I was called to do. You know, you gotta build up that strength. Otherwise, you won't even have the internal strength to go. We're up early because, well, you've gotta decide what price you're willing to pay in order to give birth to what it is you believe you're on this earth to give birth to. The reality of this game is that until you choose that you're willing to pay any price, will you ever be able to do it. But first you gotta be willing to put quite a lot of chips on the table. So that's the first step. There's something magical about getting up early too. Boom.